Russian stocks are taking a beating, and the ruble has fallen to its lowest level since 1998. But while some worry the country's weak currency will fuel higher prices, others say Russian consumers, who tend to buy few imports, are not likely to feel the impact just yet. Maria Lipman is a political analyst at the Moscow Carnegie Center.
They affect state enterprises, state companies, they affect banks, they affect now a broad number of individuals, but less so, much less so, rank and file Russian.
Russia's central bank says it's prepared to act quickly if inflationary pressures grow, but experts predict the economic hemorrhage will continue. Hardest hit will be state-owned energy firms, among them Gazprom, which recently posted a 41% decline in net profits. Energy analyst Alexei Kokin blames the decline on Russia's decision to stop natural gas sales to Ukraine.
Basically, the loss of Ukraine isn't just, a minor footnote. It's a source of both uncertainty and potentially it's basically irreversible problems for Gazprom.
Depressed oil prices have only compounded the problem, further hastening the ruble's decline. Maria Lipman says it's a worrisome trend for Western companies that do business in Russia,
including largest world companies such as Exxon or BP, that are not at all happy, should not be happy about sanctions being imposed and interfering with their lucrative cooperation with the Russian oil industry.
Besides targeting major companies and individuals with close ties to the Russian government, the new sanctions extend the ban on Russian exports and bars all future arms deals between Russia and Europe. Even if the West decides to roll back some of the sanctions, Marshall Gittler at online trading giant Global FX Strategy is warning investors to stay away.
I think the economic fundamentals for the ruble are negative anyway. The question is really the pace of decline. If the Ukraine stabilizes, the ruble will probably decline at a much slower pace. Obviously, if the Ukraine heats up again, then it's collapse.
Despite the damage to Russia's economy, public support for Russian leader Vladimir Putin remains high. Few expect Putin to back down in the face of new sanctions. But whether Russia chooses to retaliate by suspending energy exports to Europe or banning Western planes from Russian airspace, as some in Moscow have suggested, the end result is greater uncertainty, not just for Russia's economy, but for the world's. Mil Arcega, VOA News, Washington.